Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Computer Education. Hope everyone is alright. Okay, so now we are going to start chapter 2. So let's take out on the index. So what we have to cover today. Okay, so basic operations performed by all types of computer systems, organization of a computer system, input, output, storage unit, and what types of storage unit that used in a computer system, and arithmetic logic unit, computer unit, all the above we have to cover in this chapter. So let's start today's chapter. Okay, so the first one is the basic operation of a computer system. So in this computer system there are five basic operations. First one is inputting, storing, processing, outputting, and last one is controlling. So in the first one, inputting means anything can input. The process of entering data and instructions into the computer system is called inputting. Okay, then next one is storing. Obviously, storing means saving the data and instructions to make them readily available for initial or additional processing whenever required. And third one is processing, means what in this processing means what computer process in these steps, like it process arithmetic operations like addition, subtractions, multiply, divide, etc. Then fourth one is outputting. This process producing useful information that are required for the users. And the last one is controlling, directing the manner and sequencing in which all the above, like in a class there is a monitor to control all the students. That's why in the controlling means that it controls all the above operations of the computer. Okay, so now we have to the diagrammatic representation of the organization of a computer systems. What is the diagrammatic representation? Okay, so first one is program and data, that is input unit. In this chapter 1 I already told that what is the difference between data and information. You can open that video. I also that also available in my channel. So program and data is the raw, that is the raw value that we enter into the computer. Then it goes to the storage unit, like it is secondary storage or primary storage. So what do you mean by secondary storage and primary storage, that we will cover in this video. Then it goes to the control unit, arithmetic logic unit. In arithmetic and logic unit, it will process all the mathematical calculations here will take place. Then in storage unit and control unit, then mm, then it goes to the output unit, and in the output unit it processes the informations. Here the control unit and arithmetic logic unit is called as the central processing unit. There is maybe also questions that who is the brain of computer. So CPU means central processing unit is the brain of computer. Here we can say that many arrow mark is dotted, or many arrow mark is simply the arrow mark. So what does it mean? That the arrow mark means the flow of instructions and data, like control exercised by the control unit. Okay, and in the dotted mark it shows the flow of the control unit with arithmetic and logic unit. Okay, so you can draw this diagram that I mentioned in this video. Okay, so next part we go to the input unit. We can briefly discuss about what do you mean by input unit. Input unit means it accepts or read instruction and data from outside world. How can I input, like from keyboard, keyboard or mouse, we can input the data. For example, we can type the data. So that's why it is mentioned that it accepts or reads instructions and data from the outside world, and it converts these instruction and data computer acceptable form. That means the computer does not understand is this English language. The computer understands only machine language. Machine language means binary language. So the work of input unit is it converts these instructions into computer acceptable form. Okay, so it supplies the converted instructions and data to the computer system for further processing. Now you can clear. So we next move forward to the output unit. So after processing, what does the output unit do? The output unit of a computer systems, it accepts the result provided by the computer and it shows the results to the user. So like the computer which understands only machine language. The work of output unit is it can the which are coded form and cannot be easily understood by the user. So it converts these coded results into human acceptable form. You can clearly mention that computer understands only machine language. So the work of output unit is it converts the machine language into human acceptable language. That's the main work of output unit. Okay. So now we move forward to storage unit. What do you mean by storage unit? Okay. For example, in my mobile, we can also store that what is the like storage capacity or what is the RAM. We can also, whenever we purchase a mobile, we also ask to the shopkeeper. So that's why the means all the data is stored in storage. Here in computer, the storage, all the data and instructions like required for processing and immediate intermediate results of processing. So in computer there are two types of storage, like primary storage, secondary storage. So what do you mean by primary storage and what do you mean by secondary storage? Now we next forward this video. So first one is primary storage. Primary storage means whenever we are on the computer, so it holds the immediate program and instruction, and the primary storage is holds only that much of data, and whenever we switch off the computer, it erases all the data. In my definition, it used to hold running program and instructions. It used to hold data and intermediate results. It is very small capacity, and volatile means whenever we switch off the computer, it erases all the data that are contained in it. Okay. So now you may questions that whenever we switch off the computer, all the data is erased. So how computer control? So next is secondary storage. It used to hold store program and instructions, and it is very much larger capacity than comparatively primary storage, and it retains the data. Like whenever we switch off the computer, it retains and controls all the data and instructions. Okay, and it is used to hold data and information of stored jobs. So the secondary storage is larger than primary storage. Okay. So in control unit, there is that arithmetic logic unit and control unit. Arithmetic logic unit of a computer system is the place where actual execution of instructions takes place during processing operations. And the control unit of a computer system manages and coordinates all the operation of the other components of a computer system. Okay. So now, what do you mean by central processing unit? Central processing unit means it is the addition of arithmetic logic unit plus control unit. Is the most combined is called central processing unit, and it is also called the brain of a computer system, and it is responsible for controlling operation of all other units of a computer system. Now you can connect to the diagram that I mentioned earlier in this video. Now you can really connect to that diagram. Okay. So here you can that the system concept, all the definition I mentioned above the video. So what is the concept of the system? Okay. And a computer system is a system. It comprises of integrated components like input unit, output unit, storage unit, and CPU that work together to perform the steps called for the executing the program. And all the elements of a systems are really logically related. Okay. So now you can clearly understood the concept of how does the computer works. Okay. So in this video I used some keywords or phrases that are very important. So I mentioned some keywords that are used to and normally asked in the exams in like a full form or normally asked, so you can note it down. Okay. So kindly like and share and subscribe. Hopefully this video is really useful for all of you. And so in next chapter I will bring some new concepts with new concept. And till then, best of luck and thank you so much, and kindly like, share and subscribe. Okay, bye.